glucose is depleted, and the will to continue disappears. It's called hitting the wall, or bonking in sports. In a similar way, the more you have to draw upon your motivation to pursue a goal, the greater the likelihood you will experience motivation fatigue. You'll deplete your reserves in a manner similar to an athlete who bonks or hits the wall. In this audiobook, I'll explain how you can build this motivation reserve so you are less likely to lose the will to continue toward your goal. I'll describe a formula for setting goals and how the way you define success can doom you to failure or propel you toward your objective. You'll also learn the characteristics of people who have overcome seemingly insurmountable odds to live their dreams and the things you can do to acquire those same characteristics. However, a great deal of time will be devoted to exploring how your belief-shaped thoughts serve as the final determinant of success or failure, along with the ways you can increase your motivation reserve in much the same way you can increase your endurance for physical activities. Yes, through practice and careful training, you can increase your will and thereby enjoy more success than you ever dreamed was possible. But first, I'll introduce myself and explain why I am keenly interested in motivation and the things that influence it. I'm Nick Hall, and since I received a PhD in neuroscience in 1976, I have conducted NIH and privately sponsored research delving into how the brain and emotions impact health and well-being. That research has been featured on CBS's 60 Minutes, the Emmy Award-winning television series Healing and the Mind, produced by Bill Moyers for PBS, and the BBC Nova series. It's also a topic I speak about to doctors and nurses during continuing medical education seminars and to corporate clients at my Saddlebrook Resort headquarters in Florida. There, I instruct elite athletes and leaders of some of America's top companies to achieve a state of optimal performance. In addition to having an understanding of the human brain and how it influences motivation, I also enjoy challenging pursuits like the Ultimate Florida Challenge and cross-country bicycle trips. My first cycling trip was a nearly 2,000-mile ride from the Black Hills of South Dakota to Chicopee, Massachusetts. That journey was completed when I was 17. 50 years later, during the summer of 2015, I rode 3,000 miles from Oceanside, California, to St. Augustine, Florida. During those and many other adventures, I was able to draw upon my knowledge of the human brain to better understand my thoughts and choices when faced with adversity. I look forward to sharing those insights with you, and thereby provide you with a greater awareness of why we often keep doing those things we shouldn't, and sometimes fail to do those things we should. Most importantly, I'll describe the things you can do to achieve even what may at first appear to be the most elusive goal. You'll learn that sometimes the greatest obstacle to success is not the one you can see, but the one hidden in your own thoughts and beliefs. Learn from others. Why repeat the mistakes of others when there's an opportunity to learn from those who have gone before you? This is something I've been doing for most of my life, especially when I first left academia and decided to apply the knowledge I had acquired. My research had always focused upon how the brain and emotions impact health in the context of disease. In other words, why do people get sick? And how can an understanding of the brain and immune system keep them healthy? It was important and necessary research delving into the biochemical pathways linking the brain and immune system. But one day, while reflecting upon my research, I wondered about its relevance to the human condition. Eventually, I closed